Hi everyone, welcome back. Today I've got an update video for you on my Pan That palette. Do excuse the voice, I've got a bit of a cold. This video was requested by at least one person that I can remember. Said, please update us on your palette. And it's really bad that I haven't, in the sense that I have been putting off doing this update just because there isn't a lot of progress. So I did buy the new Too Faced Gingerbread Spice palette and I've just been obsessed with it. I've got it on today. And it's been really difficult to find the motivation to use my MAC Warm Neutrals palette. But I'll show you the progress nevertheless, because I have used it since I last updated you. So I will insert a picture now of what it was last time. And this is what it looks like now. So I have completely done away with this shade here, which I've just never been able to get any use out of. Creative Copper it was called. It wasn't a coppery colour. It was just absolutely useless, so that's gone. Actually, I think that was the one that was gone last time. Butterfudge is the new one that's gone, but those two anyway, Creative Copper and Butterfudge, are both gone, and I just can't get any good use out of them. This shade here is gone, which is, oh gosh, it's so difficult based on the back to see what's what. So if Lemon Tart's on this side, then that's on that side, which makes that one called Warm Breeze, I think. That's gone. So I have decluttered 3 of the shades. The shades that's had the most use, the shade that I've used every single time I've done my makeup, is in my brows, and that's Saddle, which is this matte shade here. So that one, as you can see, the pan has expanded on that one. I have also used this one quite a lot. I do have to use it now with the Too Faced glitter glue, I assume just because of the age of the palette, but that fades like that. So the glitter glue helps it, and I do tend to apply it wet. So that one's Honey Lust, and there are a few reasons that I'm not going to be decluttering this palette altogether, and I am just digging out the shades that don't work for me, and that is one of the reasons. Saddle as well, of course. I was this close this morning to scraping out Dance in the Dark here, because that shade just doesn't suit me. It's like a charcoal colour, and I just can't, it's too old to actually have enough pigment to deepen anything up. So the only way I can think to use it is over the top of a base for a smoky eye. So I'm going to attempt that. If I can get away with a cool tone smoky eye with that shade, then I will use it. If not, that'll be scraped out by the end of the year, because I've got 1 month left to go on the palette. I've got this shade here, which I'm really shocked, Ginger Snap, that I haven't hit pan on, because I really love it, and I used it a lot in February, and throughout the year I've used it a lot, so that's another one of the main reasons. Amber Light's a really good one. I have to be careful with Amber Lights because it's sort of like really foily, and if you've got any crepiness to your eyes, it can accentuate that and not be flattering. This shade I have used really often, even with my Too Faced Gingerbread Spice palette. I've managed to use that shade. That's Vanilla Extract, because even though it's not completely matte, it's good just to set between crease and brow bone. And these two shades added together I've been using up until the point I got my new palette as inner corner highlight, and worked really well for that. That's Lemon Tart and, oh god, Vanilla Extract. I want to say Vanilla Extract. Yeah, sorry, I might have said Vanilla Extract for this one, which is actually called Brulee. I find that really odd, because you think of creme brulee and you think of sort of like warmer tones. I don't know. Anyway, those two added together, it works as a really good inner corner highlight. My intention was to use this colour here, which I think is called Hay, as a highlighter, which it does work for that, but I've not been doing that, because I've also, in my project pan, I'm panning the Hourglass ambient lighting wardrobe, so that I've been using the highlighter in that. Let's bring you down a bit so you can see this a bit better. So that hasn't been going too much to plan. So this one is the second one in line for the chop. So if I had to pick one more to declutter, it'd be this one, and next in line is that one, because that's really quite a useless shadow, Warm Breeze. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of that. And third in line for the chop would be Unwind, because that is not a very fantastic green. But I really do love this shade, which I'm surprised I haven't used more of, which is Divine Decadence. So for the sake of Ginger Snap, Amber Lights, Honey Lust, Divine Decadence, Lemon Tart and Vanilla Extract, I did really well there. For the sake of those shades and Saddle, you know, I am going to hold on to this palette. But yeah, it's not been the most successful project, Pan, and it's not really for a genuine reason, like I've been really busy or this or that. You know, I have cheated. I have wanted to make use out of newer palettes. I've been really excited by the hype. It's been a long time since I've been excited by the hype of a palette, but I did feel that way towards the Too Faced Gingerbread Spice palette, which I've got today. And so yeah, I'm going to give one last push, see what I can get done by the end of the year, and hopefully I've made my mind up about the 3 shadows that are potentially going to get decluttered. And yeah, and I've not decided what I'm doing for next year's Pan That palette, so once I do I will let you know. And I hope you enjoyed the video. See you in the next one, guys. Bye.